We decided to welcome you all back from the long extended holiday weekend with could Kirk Cousins be NFL MVP? Stop laughing, right meow, right? And I think there is a plausible path for number 8 to be hoisting up the MVP Jerome Barty. I don't even know what the trophy's called. I think it's just called MVP trophy. But so first off, the NFL MVP, let's call it what it is. It is the award for the quarterback on the best team. That's what it is, right? Occasionally, you'll have a running back. Adrian, 2012, LaDainian Tomlinson, 2006, Sean Alexander, 2005, right? But it's a quarterback award. I mean, it's basically the Heisman. The only way for a non-quarterback running back to win is like maybe a wide receiver, except he has to have such a dynamic season. Also, it would certainly help if his starting quarterback got injured for a half a second. Well, like Michael Thomas last year, if you lit things up more with Teddy and Drew Brees, that would make sense. But it's very tough. It's extremely tough, right? As well as, in fact, a defensive player has won the Heisman more recently than NFL MVP. Charles Woodson won the Heisman in 98. The last defensive NFL MVP was Lawrence Taylor, LT, the original LT, back in 1986. So it's been a hot second. It's been a while, right? So it is what it is. It's a quarterback award. That's why I think Kirk Cousins does have a shot. So CBS compiled the MVP odds courtesy of Will Hill. Mahomes favored plus 350. Tree Fitty won 2 years ago. Respect. Reigning NFL MVP Lamar Jackson plus 600. It's not bad, 6-1. And then you have Russ, Deshaun, Watson. You got Brady at plus 1,600, which is kind of interesting. You have Rodgers somehow plus 2,500. Terrible bet. Now, one of the reasons why his odds are relatively short compared to what they actually should be is just because of the national Packers jabroni money. Is like Saquon, first non-quarterback at plus 3,000. Kirk tied at 21st with the longest odds plus 6,600. AKA 66-1. So basically, if you bet $1,000 on Kirk Cousins to win NFL MVP and he binks it, 666 dimes coming your way. Let's get it on. Let's go, baby. Also, noteworthy that Rivers is tied with Kirk at plus 6,600. So Rivers, Stafford, Kirk, Tannehill, as well as Cam Newton, who isn't even on a team. So that's what they think about Kirk Cousins. He has the same MVP odds as a dude who is not currently on a team and probably won't win a starting job somewhere this year. So great. Also of note, Dalvin is plus 10,000. Yeah, it's not a bad bet. Ain't bad at all, right? But how does Kirk win this? Well, he has played at MVP level before. Look at October, NFC Offensive Player of the Month. So if he just cuts and pastes that over 4 months, I think he's got a shot, right? But I think it's three-pronged for Kirk to win this. A, Vikings have an amazing year. 1 or 2 seed in the NFC, win the North, 12-4, 13-3. I think that gets Kirk off on the right foot, right? Hashtag QB wins. B, you don't need gaudy stats to if you're said quarterback, right? So say Dalvin, absent Dalvin running for like 2,000 yards, but if the Vikings still have a nice record, Kirk is one of the main reasons why the Vikings have that lofty record. It's great. So remember, Case Keenum, who's at the helm of 13-3 Vikings, he finished top 5 in the MVP voting in 2017, even though he had relatively pedestrian stats. But he was at the helm. He was the straw that stirred the drink. He didn't make too many big mistakes, and he played extremely well. Obviously, best season of his career, and he did great, right? But he didn't have, he didn't throw for 5,000 yards. He didn't throw for 50 touchdowns. He didn't do that. Doesn't need to, right? But was a nice, clean season. If you have that from Kirk, say 69% completion percentage, nice. 3,800 yards, 27 touchdowns, 5 picks, 110 plus quarterback rating, which isn't grass. He had a 107 quarterback rating last year. So I think that could get it done. Those stats paired with that good of a team, boom. C, all right, so this is big. He has to show up big in big-time games. So national televised, primetime, island games. So when the lights are the brightest, when the nation is watching, when the eyes descend upon Kirk Cousins, good old number 8, and the Minnesota Fighting Vikings, he has to do well. So Sunday Night Football at Seattle, Week 5. Monday Night Football at Chicago, Week 10. Christmas Day at New Orleans, Week 16. He has to show up big in all those games. And we've seen he has been able to rise to the occasion. You look at the Rams game in 2018. You look at, Seattle in 2018. He actually played pretty well. Same thing last year. Also, you look at Dallas in primetime last year. You look at, obviously, the wild card game against the Saints. If he does that in big-time games and completely disrupts that, Kirk can't win in primetime or Monday Night Football narrative, and then I think he has a shot. So if he pulls off A, A, Vikings, great record. B, pretty solid stats. C, great in prime time. I think he's got a shot. If he hits those trifecta, I mean, that 66-1 underdog, it may come in. Plus, I feel like the national media with Kirk, I mean, they do have a sense of humor, right? And they do like to go a little bit punk rock. So how great of a narrative would it be if Kirk friggin' Cousins wins NFL MVP? I think they actually might be down to clown with that. But again, 1, 2, 3, ABC, get those 3 boxes. Done, hit that trifecta. I think Kirk Cousins has a shot to be your 2020 NFL MVP. But your thoughts, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once worth of work, below some of the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.